The District is a survival game made by the developer Kotach. It appeared on Steam Early Access a while ago, and while it's usually $3, I just recently snagged it for a whole whopping price of 30 cents. I booted up the game to learn it's made with the Unity engine, which wasn't any surprise, really, considering some of the worst games on Steam have been made using the Unity engine. That's not saying the Unity engine is bad, though. If done right, it can make fantastic games. But honestly, this game is not one of the better ones. You're a dude meister, surviving, like most survival games. This is how my experience surviving the days went. I loaded into the game to be placed in the middle of the road. I walked straight ahead towards a town and found a truck. I got into the truck and started to drive down the road. I noticed the world just stopped rendering at the end of the road, and I thought it might be a loading screen since you can never know. I drove right towards it, and lo and behold, I discovered the end of the world. After falling for numerous minutes, I finally gave in and hit quit, which took me straight back to the desktop. I booted back up the game and began again, going the other way this time. I then discovered the other way led you to the end of the world. I turned back and headed back into the town. To get the truck, of course. Once I finally got the truck, I drove forward towards the end of the world again, and before I actually got there, I randomly started dying. I then went up the hill to discover another road, thinking it would lead me to maybe a new town or a new area of the game. Guess what? It led me towards the end of the world again. I gave up after that point, honestly, and I don't plan on booting it back up ever again. There isn't any music in this game. Some survival games just don't have music. This is one that just doesn't have music. I just don't know. Honestly, I've played a lot of games, and the sound of this game is not that great. Just you can take a listen. Now, before I get to the verdict, I would just like to say, usually Steam reviews are filled with memes, and there are some really good Steam reviews out there. But apparently, according to the District Steam reviews, this game is actually a total ripoff of a Unity starter game called Decayed State. Apparently, whatever they did to it broke it, and they sold it on the Steam store anyway. This is apparently not the first time Kotach has attempted to rip off someone else's idea. They have another game on the Steam store called Uncrowded, and it's a paid ripoff of a free-to-play game called Unturned, which is a better game in every way. And according to the District Steam store page, the District will be early access for about 6 months. When it finally gets released, God help us all. Other than it being a blatant ripoff, the District is not a good game. I didn't enjoy it one bit, and for $3 I would much rather give money towards the developers of Decayed State, and or 30 cents, because I only paid 30 cents for this game. But anyway, my score is going to be do not buy. Ever. Just never buy this game. Don't just save yourself the money. You go spend it on a coffee. You go spend it towards the money of, I don't know, charity or something. I don't know. Just, I'm fumbling my words here just because, screw it. Just don't buy this game. Ever, honestly. It's a blatant ripoff, and you might as well give money towards people who actually have made good games. Like, if you bought Uncrowded, just buy, like, the $5, like, upgrade to Unturned, which is, like, gold membership. Or just, send money, if you can, I don't know, to the developers of Decayed State. But anyway, I've been MrCoolmanist, and this has been the District Survival, or the District Review. My god, I'm going to die.